Breaking news, it's a new BR season, and you guys want to know how to get the most Battle Pass XP from Save the World. Now, I'm recording this late at night, so I can't really hop in game, but I got footage for you guys. It'll play in the background. So, in Save the World, you can finish missions just like this one right here, and at the end of it, you'll get XP. And you can also do quests to get that taken care of as well. In my previous video, I could show it here when I did have my game loaded up, where every single player in the entire game gets daily quests, and founders will get V-Bucks, so if you don't get them, it doesn't matter. We will all get extra tickets and gold just the same, but we'll also get Battle Pass XP alongside it. This season, I believe it's 22,000. This is coming from Archer, who, big shout out, just imported all of this data for me. He's just started doing that on his own, so I edited this to add our creator codes. If you want to support him by plugging his code into the shop, that would really support him as well. If you want to use code Mista as well, I wouldn't mind. It's either way there if you want it. And he also added a levels per day counter, which I really appreciate, because I don't keep up with BR as much. He does the numbers, and I really appreciate that. I used to do the numbers, but I hated it, and he does it better than me, so thank you. So he has the levels per day. It's 5.6 levels per day if you hit the XP cap for Save the World. No, XP from quests has no cap. So if you do your daily quest or your dungeon daily quests, which will come up in a second here, then you can get pretty much 6 levels per day in BR pretty consistently. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. You could finish your battle pass in, would that be like a couple weeks, 2.5 weeks? Not bad at all. Not bad at all in my opinion. So these are the best missions to run per minute. So the Crypts and the Lab and Inferno are all pretty much the same XP. It seems like Inferno got nerfed a little bit, but I'm going to be linking this down below. If you guys want a dungeon speedrunning guide, this is an excellent source. It's a couple years old now, 4 years old, but you know, it's really solid and I put a ton of work into it. This will be linked down in the description down below if you guys want to know how to speedrun quickly and shoot into the floor. Yeah, back when we recorded this, you couldn't put miniguns away early, but that can happen now. Now, the top way to get XP outside of dungeons, let me note before we move on from dungeons that the yearly timeline is an excellent resource, linked down below. I am currently recording this on August 16th, so we are right in this week. A couple of weeks after this video goes up, we will be into the next season where dungeons are expected to return. This is not guarantee. This timeline tracks what has happened in the past. So if it repeats as it has for like 4 years now, we should be getting dungeons within the season. As Archer has added in here, the season ends November 2nd. So, or was that 4th? November 2nd. So we will have most of these weeks here throughout the entire season lit up by dungeon availability. So you should be able to run Crypts or the Lab to get a bunch of Battle Pass XP. Now, the next best thing that is available right now is encampments, and this is my whole video on that, also linked down below. I run through a bunch of different scenarios, tips and tricks and loadouts that'll help you get through encampments really quickly, and power level does not matter when you're trying to get XP. That is super important because anybody at any power level could just go run Stonewood or Plankerton, the lowest level missions in the game, as is shown here. This is a power level 15 zone, and we are just crushing everything. It might not be the most fun way to play the game, but you will get the missions taken care of nice and quick, and it will give you the same amount of XP. I'm talking about something in the video here. I'm just trying to show you guys something that's not me just staring at a sheet. So the XP per minute is really, really good on Destroy the Encampments. It's just slightly below Crypts, and then Cat 4 and Ride the Lightning are there as well, and that's the video I was showing here. This is a recent video on the channel showing you how to trap around Exploding Death Bomb, because when enemies die, they drop bombs on the ground and it destroys our builds, so building trap tunnels can be a little precarious, and this shows you how to do it at the highest level. Again, you wouldn't want to do this in a 160 zone if you're just grinding XP, or would you? Because a lot of us get benefits from playing the highest level missions. There are a lot of things in Save the World that are fun to get outside of Battle Pass XP. I myself, if I'm streaming Save the World, I will cap out my XP kind of casually, and it's funny to me that I still make this video every single season. You guys analytically like to check it out, and I really like to make this video for you guys because I like to show off what the best missions are. It's usually dungeons or encampments, but honestly, just playing regular missions on a per minute scale, not that bad. I mean, it's maybe 30% slower, but if you've already got quests to do, maybe you've got Ventures quests having you run certain mission types, that can be really well done in here. You could get Ventures XP, Battle Pass XP, and you know, the stuff that comes from Ventures while we're at it. In fact, let me just run !Ventures in Discord, and this is easy enough. I can just click it right here. Another video to link down below. This is an excellent resource. This is Fortnite DB. It's linked to the description of that video. This video I'm showing here, this one right here, this will be linked to the description down below. Ventures is really good. You can get llamas, vouchers, which gives you event items out of season. I am now talking to the Save the World players. If you play Save the World exclusively for Battle Pass XP, You've probably left the video already anyway, who are kidding. So to those of you who actually enjoy Save the World, Ventures is honestly a treasure trove. I know a lot of people don't really enjoy Ventures. I'm one of them, by the way. I'm one of them. Ventures can be really monotonous and really boring. You can't use your own weapons. You're really limited on loadout choices. I don't like it, but this season of Blasted Badlands is so fun. The early timeline, dungeons is going to be kind of what you want to do, in my opinion. I don't think the Hexylvania short range modifier really makes the game fun at all. It just makes the game more annoying. This season, with the Rage modifier, really fun. I use the brand new heroes in Ventures. This build works great. The Raven build works great. This minigun build works great. This minigun build works less great than it used to, still awesome. It's actually a really fun season with a lot of possibilities because your abilities do more damage. Here, let me just show the Shroom Shocker build. Why not? You know, I got a gameplay on screen here. There you go. So the Shroom Shocker build actually, okay, I just finished the encampment. There we are. All right, back it up a couple seconds here. Can I do this? Right, there we go. So it's actually really enjoyable to watch the Teddy do extra damage. The shock tower actually connects a line between you and the enemies. It's fun. I actually like it. So if you can find it in your heart to enjoy Ventures, and I want to speak to the lower level players, if you run Ventures, you will level up in Ventures faster than you will level up normally. So you can run down here, you can see the 140 zone here. You can get up to the 140s as a low level player. So speaking to everybody again, you can run through Ventures as a low level player, get all the resources you need, like Drops of Rain, Storm Shards, you know, Eye of the Storm. You can get reperk and perk up stuff that will stay with you outside of Ventures. To everybody again, you'll get all of the rewards, vouchers, flux, all of the superchargers. A lot of new players say, Beast, why do I want to run Ventures for superchargers? I can't even use them yet. Well, you will be able to use them eventually. Imagine grinding through Ventures every single season when you're in Plankerton and then Canny, and then finally you're getting into Twine. Now you're a power level 100 player and you're loaded on 106s and 130s, and you've got a stockpile of superchargers you've never been able to enjoy before. Then you'll really understand the benefit. And hey, if you can have fun with Ventures while you're at it, you'll be leveling up in BR while leveling up in Save the World. It is honestly, love it or hate it, Ventures is the most productive place to hang out, in my opinion. I don't think rushing through the campaign quests is really worth it because, as I've said to a lot of people on stream recently especially, there is nothing waiting for you in Twine. It's kind of a race to a stop, you know? If you're looking to level up your weapons, your heroes, and have a fun time along the way, you know, turn on those audio, turn on the cinematics, you know, listen to the quest lines that they've programmed into the game. It's a much more enjoyable experience than just racing to the end of Twine only to find out that you don't get magical items when you hit the max power level. There's nothing there. All right, the unicorns don't pop out of nowhere. Although llamas might. So anyway, it's just, it's worthwhile to do Ventures. That's my long point there. And then, of course, I also wanted to mention Cat 4, Ride the Lightning, Retrieve the Data. I've also got an entire playlist full of trap guides. If you want to know how to do any of these missions really well, including the one that I just posted on the channel, this is still there. I know these videos are a couple of years old, but, I mean, trapping hasn't changed that much. You can still get these missions taken care of. Super easy, barely an inconvenience, and have a good time while doing it. I guess I never explained how we calculated the XP per minute, but it's fine. I'll just say it now. You get an XP amount. There are different bonuses, like in Ride the Lightning. This is for the first stage, and this is for the second stage. The badges are like building, utility, exploring the map, and combat. I think that's wrong. It doesn't matter. These are the expected badges that you'll get, and most of them are 7,600 because that's all four, and then speedrun bonuses exist for certain mission types, and then this is the total, and then this is my approximation for how long it'll take you. This spreadsheet is linked down below. Just do File, make a copy if you want to plug in your own numbers. Maybe you're a little slower than me, and it's reasonable that a Cat 4 can't reasonably be done in 9 minutes. Maybe you're more of a 12-minute player. You can find out, if you want to be a real nerd about it, which mission is best for you. I don't know how many people have actually done that and taken me up on that opportunity, because Crypts is a 5-minute completion if you're really experienced. If you don't know anything about dungeons, and I don't really have a lot of videos on Crypts because it's kind of easy, you might struggle a little bit, and maybe it's like an 8-minute run. Well, now if you look at the math, Crypts is no longer your best option. If you can do the lab quicker, okay, a 6-minute lab completion is nuts. That is really fast. Lab is kind of long, even if you know what you're doing. I personally I'm slow on the lab, but regardless, you know, this is just plugging stuff in. Inferno is a 4-minute completion because I have that speedrunning guide. But anyway, I don't want this video to run on way too long. My point is you can plug it in. Links are down below. So, all right, my dear, go enjoy your XP. Have fun, everybody.